am Wendy Spander. I lead global communications for the personal workspace solutions team at Logitech, and super excited to show you this film we did with BBC StoryWorks called The Human Component.
Right, you guys ready to initiate the countdown?
Yes.
All right, go ahead, Leddy. Woo!
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
Wanga naangalia juu kwa stars na nafikirianga stars are angel wenye wanatuguide. Adhuna kidogo, but sasa sijui kama ningependa kuiona. Hata naweza kaleta huku kwa Earth muone pia nyinyi.
I grew up here in Mogotio, in rural Kenya. I loved school. I was lucky enough to get a scholarship to study computer science in the United States. So going there, I saw that kids can just be kids. They have way more opportunities to STEM subjects, to technology. Their education is so colorful. And I just knew that it's going to be my life mission to bring that to Mogotio.
Leddy, sasa chai imeiva. Ngoja nikupoesea alafu sasa ukunywe ili uweze kukimbia uende shule.
Kwa shule yangu inaitwa Zawadi. Lakini vile nimekuja hapa pia nikagundua laptop nikafanya nini na nini. Sasa nimejua vitu mingi sana.
Era de balina go. Kawaka Aya karibu class. STEM is an acronym for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And for me, STEM is understanding how the world works. I am the CEO of Techland Africa. We teach digital skills in rural primary schools. So right now we are in 30 schools, working with over 10,000 kids. My goal is to get as many kids as possible leveraging technology to fix their problems, to get jobs, to sustainably fix poverty through technology. And I cannot do that alone. And that's why when you find people who believe in your dream, who wants to support you, you are just like, oh, thank you so much. And Logitech's Women Who Master was one of them. They were like, what do you need? Do you need devices? Okay, we got you. So I joined Logitech's Women Who Master program to inspire girls, to inspire change.
Hi Nelly, how are you doing? The series is a journey of learning and passion and collaboration with people and the impact you can have. Exposing kids more to people who have managed to be successful with their ambition and dreams. Sharing these stories to give them the willingness to fight. We need to give girls more confidence early.
I studied aerospace engineering, and I spent over 6 years working at NASA, and I loved it. I'm gonna have the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to space.
I have the distinct honor of becoming the first African-American woman to cross the international boundary of space with Blue Origin.
Historically, women around the world have not had access to STEM resources on the same level as men. But we're working to change that. With the Women Who Master program, we are providing not only exposure to STEM activities, but hopefully inspiration for people to know that they too can have meaningful and rewarding careers in the STEM fields. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to work with Nelly, who I met through Logitech's Women Who Master program. And that has led me to Kenya.
Her name is Aisha, the one from Washington, DC. He's coming here, and she's going to space. She's gonna go.
I'm gonna show you guys how to build your own rocket launch countdown timer. I've met women all over the world who are changing the narrative of what it means to be a woman in technology.
Have you ever seen aliens?
I have not, but you know what? Maybe you could be the first.
No.
You, yes you. You, yes you.
No.
Yes, it is far, but we come up and then we come down.
Aisha inspire ya kwamba kila kitu ni possible. Hata kama sijaifika lakini najua nitafika.
I think that you can't be who you can't see is real. And if they don't see engineers, if they don't see scientists, they don't know that that career exists.
Tu Aisha, yeye ameniambia kwamba hakuna kukaa chini bila tumekaa. Sasa ningekuwa nimepepea. Hata kama wewe utakuwa kufanya kazi yote unaweza, kama mimi nitaka kwa space. Na siku moja nitarudi niwaambie nilienda space, hata nitawaletea picha. I want to be like a star. Nilikuwa nikienda pale, nilikuwa tuna shine.
Hey everyone, I feel like we needed to run that past the algorithm from the previous session. Did we have the right cadence and brand integration? Thanks everyone, it's great to be here. You know, normally I wouldn't just start talking away because you know, everyone knows who everyone is, but I saw there was such a big raise of hands of 50% of the people here, first time at Elevate, so it's great to have newbies. Welcome to the conference. I'm Marcus Peterzell from Passion Point. I'm the board of advisors and been here for 9 years. We've had 17 films screen at this conference, which is great. We're a brand film studio, marketing and distributing brand films, so it's great to be here. And a little inside baseball on how this came together is we did a film for Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. It's called Inner Element with Hello Sunshine. And Aisha, we had cast 4 years ago. And we had such a great experience with her. We stayed in touch. And then when she became part of Logitech's program, and they were like, you know, let's work with great partners for this amazing film, she said, wow, call my friends at Passion Point. So you never know what connections you make in this crazy world of brand-funded content. So we're great to be here. I'm glad everyone, hopefully everyone enjoyed the film. And Wendy, so of course, all the questions I said I was going to ask, I'm now going to switch it entirely, because that's what we do here. So the one question, and I was just, you know, watching it on the big screen, is, and they brought it up in the previous session about where does the brand appear? And it is such a fine line. If the brand appears 1 inch too forceful, it throws off the whole balance, and the audience is like, wait, hold on, what's going on here? And so, you know, how did you feel the brand showed up in the film? Too much, too little, just Goldilocks, just perfect?
It's a good question. I actually feel like it's integrated really well. I don't think we're pushing it in your face, but this is something we feel really strongly about. Women in STEM, it's very low. There's only, according to the World Economic Forum, as of last year, there's only 29% of the workforce in STEM is women. And this is something we feel really strongly, you know, why aren't there more women in STEM careers? And Women Who Master sort of grew out. We started in a partnership with Girls Who Code, which really wants to close the gender gap by 2027. They focus on girls 13 to 17. And from this partnership, which we still have, we founded this program called Women Who Master. And we started working with Nelly, we started working with Aisha, and then BBC StoryWorks came to us and said, hey, you know, we've been seeing what you're doing, and everything you saw in there is completely, like, we have been sending products to Nelly for her classroom. So that wasn't all just sent for the movie. I mean, that was legitimately in there, and, you know, she's trying to, you know, through the webcam, you know, giving her kids access to what's in the outside world, because, you know, they're in a really small town in Kenya. I mean, you can imagine what their vision of the world is, and all of a sudden as you heard Aisha say, you can't be what you can't see. And so it just opens up the world to possibilities. And, so I really felt that it's integrated, but, technology in a classroom is something that's legitimate and everybody has it in their classrooms. You don't think twice in the United States about computers in your classrooms, but down there, it's very different.
And at times, brands use brand films at times to external audiences, customers, then their B2B customers, and then their own employees. So how is this film being deployed between those different audiences?
This has only been out a little over a month, and this is a first for us, and it wasn't even something we were thinking about. We were doing Women Who Master, and we'll continue to do Women Who Master, which is a blog series, and we go out and we sort of find these women who are doing what they, everything they can to encourage women in the STEM field. And BBC StoryWorks, came to us and said, we see what you're doing. Can we do this film? And this was really exciting for us because it was this has been something that we're all really passionate about. And so that debuted, we put it on social. But as an internal thing, it has been huge. I mean, I've been at Logitech for 10 years, and I've never seen company pride as I've seen it in this last month. I mean, it was all over. I mean, people were just so excited and sharing it everywhere. I mean, obviously the Women Who Master and our partners have been sharing it, and we're partners with Women Who Tech. They've been sharing it. But we've been doing internal watch parties. Leddy, who you saw in there, she actually came to our headquarters in Switzerland and did a whole panel with our CEO. She was sort of treated as a celebrity, and she actually met a Swiss astronaut, a female Swiss astronaut. And I wasn't there for it because I had to be somewhere else, but everyone said it was one of the most amazing days they'd ever seen at our office. And, we have over 5,000 employees. There are watch parties in all of the offices. They're showing it globally. People are talking about it nonstop. I've never seen such excitement over, something that has nothing to do with launching products, which is what we do, or our software or hardware, but it's about making a difference in the world.
That's amazing. And I think the BBC are doing other films in this series, right?
Correct. Yeah, this is one of several. And, so it's part of this whole series called The Human Component. I don't know what the others are, but...
Got it. Great. And so I know, everyone knows, it seems at least this Elevate, the one discussion I've heard mostly during our lunches and horseback rides has been about distribution. Everyone is curious about, it was great when last night we were coming out of the Owl Bar at 11 o'clock and this gentleman was walking with me and he goes, I'm used to, you do content, put it on ESPN and you're done. This whole multi-screen thing is Roku and this, so distribution for this film, give us a little overview.
Yeah, so as I said, this is a first for us. We debuted it last month. We've been posting it on a lot of the social channels. We've been sharing it with the different partner organizations who have been sharing it, and also entering in film festivals. So it was at the Bentonville Film Festival last month. We're here today.
World premiere.
World premiere, and then doing some more, so entering it for some awards and film festivals. And, again, really sharing it internally. Our CEO, we have a female CEO, and also a female chairman of the board, chairwoman of the board. And so, we don't just talk the talk, we walk the walk, right? Like, this is important to Logitech. And so, we're really challenging the status quo. So we want to continue to push it internally as well and show people, this is an important project, an important, organization and thing that we're doing at Logitech.
And by the way, it was so great. We had 3 films, Passion Point this year at Bentonville Film Festival, and we had this open up another emotional story. And I was, not concerned, but I was like, how is the audience going to react to this new film? They know nothing about it. And we had a sold-out audience, and I just kind of stood in the back. And after it was done in the credits roll, people just stood up and started clapping. And we're like, wow, until you put it in front of an audience, you just never really know. So it was amazing to see the reaction that people have just watching this short story.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't there. My colleague Grace was down in Kenya for it and was taking pictures and sharing it with our team. And it was just hard not to get emotional just to hear it firsthand. And then Nelly and Leddy were just on social every step of the way. You know, I got my passport, I got my visa, and she was so excited to come to Switzerland. And just watching the emotion of, you know, her getting on a plane for the first time and coming to Switzerland and meeting our CEO, and you know, and she kept saying, "I'm going to work at Logitech one day," and we're like, "We're saving you a spot," and you know, that was fun. I mean, she legitimately like wants to do what Nelly did, which is, you know, leave Kenya, go, you know, study, see the outside world, and she's 11. Like, that's our goal. I mean, we've been finding that after 12, a lot of girls just start falling off of, you know, their interest in STEM. And so we did an independent research project to find out what is holding women back. Why are they not in STEM? And the two big things were, you know, mentorship and, I mean, encouragement, mentorship, and just opportunities. You know, they don't have cheerleaders. And so, you know, they might have an interest in science, technology, math, all of that, but when they're 13, 14, 15, it sort of drops off. And we actually just finished our 2-week summer immersion program with Girls Who Code, and I was on all of these calls last week, and these are 17-year-old girls, a lot from inner city, and they were saying, you know, why did you participate in this program over the summer? And one girl's like, I can learn to code and not sit in my bedroom and be on my phone all day, and it can help me get into college. And, you know, so it's just opening up their eyes to what's out there, and nobody has given them encouragement before. And so with Women Who Master, we're really trying to do that.
So there's been a lot of conversations at Elevate this year, and there was a panel on it yesterday about getting the C-suite to commit to brand storytelling as we're making this transition from, and there was also a great presentation yesterday showing the old 30-second commercials and the new world we're in, but still, it's still a challenge to some degree, even when we have success in the energy and the inertia of a brand film, and then getting the C-suite to go, all right, high five, what's next? So what do you think, you know, working at such a large global organization, how you can leverage what's going on with this film to get the C-suite to keep supporting brand films?
I don't think it's going to be hard. I mean, we have a new CEO, female CEO, who came on in December, and we were already in the works with this. And I've never seen somebody so excited. I mean, she was sharing it left and right on her channels and talking about it and meeting Leddy. And I think she just saw the power of, I mean, she's very big into storytelling, and I think I was telling a few people. I mean, as I've been working with her, even as I send her press releases, she's like, it's all about storytelling. It's all about storytelling. And so she's a huge proponent of storytelling, and that's our CEO. So, I mean, if the top is already, that's what she cares about, is storytelling, it's, you know, it's an easy sell. I mean, how we do it and what we do is, you know, we'll have to figure out, because we have a lot of, you know, really key elements to what we do, and we have so many different business groups and things like that. But I think this was a really great start for us.
That's great. All right, so let's go to the audience. If we have questions, right there in the middle.
Yeah. Hi, I was just wondering can you just speak more to the inception of this, how you kind of activated this idea?
Of Women Who Master?
Yes, from the beginning.
Sure. So I think I've told a few of you. So at Logitech, we have a lot of different business groups, and one of our business group, the one I do communications for, is called the Personal Workspace Solution. And inside of that, we have different categories of products. And one of our categories is called, some of you may be familiar, we have the MX Master series of mice and keyboards, and it's sort of our high-end productivity keyboard. And our target, you know, they always say all of these, know your targets, right? Our targets are coders, creatives, you know, data analysts. And years ago, I was in Switzerland with our team, and we were talking about, like, why aren't there more women, and how do we partner with these female organizations to, like, raise the awareness of the gender gap in STEM? And so we sort of, kind of like over lunch, we were like, it would be amazing to partner with Girls Who Code. So sure enough, we did, and it felt like the right thing, and we both had, we saw that their mission was to close the gender gap in STEM, by 2027, and it's just such our mission. So we started there, and what we realized is that we're a global company, and Girls Who Code is amazing, but they're really focused in the United States. So we thought about, like, how do we raise awareness globally? So we started this program called Women Who Master, which is we go and feature women in a blog series and on social who are, making differences in the world of STEM. And so we went out and we found, we don't pay them. This is all just people we've found, and they believe in what we're doing. So Aisha and Nelly were two of our first sets in our first year we did this. And then we continued to partner with them, like we did panels and we've done webinars, and then they've come back and said, hey, we're doing this, would you participate? And so this program has grown, and we're continuing the series. It's on our, we host it on our own site called Women Who Master, and we've had no problems, having people continue to want to partner with us on this, and we've actually hired several as interns. So, it's something we're coming full circle with.
Great. Other questions? Okay, I can't see, so just go ahead. Go ahead and scream.
So BBC StoryWorks, is that like, who paid for this?
We did. I mean, Logitech did. So they came and they produced the content, but we paid for the content.
So you didn't commission this,
They came to us, and they came to someone in the company, I think our VP, who you saw up there, who was interviewing, and they saw what we were doing and felt that it would be a great piece for the human component. But yes, there was we paid for it.
So is the human component an inherently branded series, or is it like you just somehow made it into an editorial platform, but also?
I haven't seen the rest of the series. I only know this one, but I mean, it was part of a larger series they're doing called The Human Component. So this was one of them, and then they have it on their social and on their website. So if you go onto BBC StoryWorks, there's several different ones there. Does that answer your question or not really?
Not anymore. Then Wendy knows. No.
Yeah, I mean, we just honestly were focused on ours and what we could do, and they gave it to us to promote how we wanted to and use how we wanted to.
Great. Other questions?
For StoryWorks, who had the final editorial say?
Good question.
It's a good question. My understanding is we were, we saw it, we gave feedback, so I think we were very involved in it and how it was, but I mean, I know they did everything, so I mean, we were able to make sure it was what we wanted.
I would guess contractually,
Yeah.
since it's running on BBC channels, BBC would have final cut,
Yeah.
but with substantial approval and input from the client.
Yeah, because I was hearing, again, it was our team in Switzerland was a little more involved in it, but I was hearing along the way, oh, it's almost done, you should, and we got early clips, and they were showing it in some meetings, and it, we were just blown away by what they could do with it.
Great.
I had a question, Marcus, for you about the festival piece of the distribution model. I'm kind of new to that. And is that a distribution thing? Is it a prestige thing? How do festivals help get these kinds of films seen in the marketplace?
Yes.
But I think for one thing, I'll let Marcus answer, but I mean, for us, it's raising awareness, right? So, I mean, the more awareness we can bring to the subject, the more important it is for us. So we're trying to raise the awareness of what's going on, and so.
Yeah, so film festivals for brand films is something we kind of committed to a passion point early on as soon as we launched the agency 5 years ago, because there are so many elements beyond the obvious. So people go, okay, so you get into a film festival, so 200 badge holders will see your film. Okay, and those are, you could argue, are micro-influencers, and they've got their own little channels. But really, the reason we do it and the reason it made sense for this film is, A, it gets you into different markets and it gives you a moment in those key markets. So there's 12,000 film festivals in our database, and we pick festivals based on a whole range of criteria. So we go to key markets, and especially international markets like Logitech, which is a global company, so it enables us to get into different areas. Two is media. So, dirty little secret, there's an accredited media list for most major festivals, which we get, which can be, for the big five here, there are 800 to 900 media on that list. So now you've got an instant press moment for your $40 admission fee. So you're getting media that you can contact and help get exposure for the film without doing a lot of heavy lifting. One of our films at Bentonville was featured on the NBC affiliate. The film festival did that. We didn't have to lift a finger. And then three, you never know who's in the audience. We get calls from, I saw your film at a festival. I run a nonprofit. We'd love to coordinate screenings with you. And then lastly, there are a lot of extensions, marketing extensions and platforms that film festivals have that you don't know about. And we've had a number of films, especially the New York Children's Film Festival. They took one of our films and said, it performed so well, we want to take it on tour with 3 other films to 40 children's museums. This will be a great film for that as well. And we went to the brand and said they want to tour this to children's museums. There'll be hundreds of children seeing it, and the brand's like, another check. We have no budget. I go, no, they're paying us. We're getting a check. So film festivals have a lot more exposure elements than one would think. And for a film like this, especially shorts, there's so many short festivals. There's festivals that feature just festivals about women, shot by women, DEI, minorities, subject matter, so technology festivals. So it's such a great way to target. And it's a great exposure point. So we're just starting that process now. Bentonville was our premiere because as soon as we started working with Logitech, Bentonville was right there, and they're all about programming films about amazing women. And the deadline was closed for 2 months. We were way past. They said, you've got to be kidding me. I said, it's 7 minutes. Just press play. And they went, oh my God. For our festival, you hit it on the head. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Marcus and Wendy. Appreciate it. Give it a hand.
Great. All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.